Yo, what's up YouTube? What's going on today? Welcome back to the channel. So chapter 6 of Sasuke Retsuden has dropped, and it is pretty short. We got roughly about 30 pages this time, which is actually much shorter than all previous 5 chapters, because those have been between 40 to 50 pages. So I was a bit disappointed we got less material, but that's alright, because the Sasuke Retsuden anime is coming next week, though we'll talk more about that later. So this chapter resumes right after chapter 5, when Sasuke goes down Director Zanso's lab, and he finds a room full of chickens. Now I'm still confused about the chickens. I want to know where these chickens are from and what they're for. I still think they're Mino's food, or these chickens are going to get mutated and turn into Minos, because they both possess similar eyes and everything. And knowing all the messed up shit that happens in this, I'm assuming that's the case. So Zanso goes down and he opens the door thinking somebody's there, but nobody is there, and Sasuke used the shadow clone this whole time. Sasuke was slick like that. What gets me even more is that he transformed his shadow clone into an object. That just goes to show you how much control Sasuke has over his chakra. Though with Zanso, I think Zanso is starting to get suspect of Sasuke, because he knows some sketchy shit's going down. Especially with the door opening up behind him and somebody being in the basement. So he's hundo getting suspect. So then Sakura goes to the cafeteria to find Sasuke, but then she ends up finding Gano instead. Now the thing that got me here is that everyone's staring at Sakura. You can see all the blushes from all the mans. They all want to get at Sakura. But then it is Gano that notices that Sakura has a husband once he notices the ring. This is important because he notices that both Sakura and Sasuke are alike. And that being because Sasuke always looked outside to the tree to see if the flowers would bloom. But he said ever since Sakura got here, he stopped looking out the window. So that just shows that he missed Sakura this whole time, and he kept looking at the flowers because they reminded him of Sakura. But since she arrived, he doesn't have to look at them anymore, and now he has her. I like that little subtle meaning they gave us. Especially Sakura explaining the character that Sasuke is. Saying he's straightforward, he's nice, he's pure and all that stuff. In which Gano says Sasuke is a lucky man to have a wife like Sakura. So this scene, in my opinion, was the highlight of this chapter because of the subtle meaning between the flowers blooming and Sakura. So then Sakura figures out what the 12 animals mean with relations to the 12 hand signs they use for activating ninjutsu. In which she tries to go talk to Sasuke, but Sasuke is busy on the roof working with Gigi. In which Sasuke notices that there's a massive ass lake behind him, and Gigi says that, yo, that thing shines so bright when it's daytime, and at nighttime it makes a beautiful red. So I actually want to see that when they animate it. I know they're gonna make it look nice if they ever show the lake. But something stirs in Sasuke's mind when Gigi says, if you look at it during the day, the blue is the most purest shade of blue you'll ever see. Almost like a piece of the sky fell down to the earth. In which Sasuke has a thought come right into his head. So then Sasuke leaves to meet Sakura, and they both end up figuring this out. Sakura tells Sasuke that she's figured out the riddle to the map of the heavens. Now, I like this about Sakura in his last few chapters. She's the brains. Because if you look at it, Sasuke is the quiet type. He's not really discussing too much. He only tells us his inner thoughts. He doesn't say what's on his mind all the time. In which Sakura is us, the one who is always talking and always giving examples and figuring out everything by using her mouth. So I like the chemistry between the two. You have the quiet guy and you have the talkative girl. In which they make the perfect yin and yang. So that once Sasuke and Sakura discuss, they find out that the 12 signs has to do with the Starlines games, and the 2 strongest decks in the card game are the key to the map of the heavens. Once they figure that out, they know that they have to activate a certain type of hand sign in order for them to find out where the ultra particles are. So then Sakura's like, we gotta find out where to perform the hand signs, in which Sasuke says, I might know where to find the sky that fell to the earth. So I think Sasuke and Sakura are gonna go to the lake afterwards, and I think something important is gonna happen here. I think Sasuke and Sakura are gonna stay together all night and see the sunrise on the lake. Because Sasuke says, I'll come get you at night after lights out. So it's possible that Sakura and Sasuke spend the night together under the stars and looking at the lake and find more information regarding the ultra particles. But I think something more juicier is gonna happen later, though we'll see how that ends up. So as I was saying, this chapter was a bit short. I wanted some more information, but that's alright, you know, 29 pages is still pretty good. And with the highlight being the meaning behind the flowers blooming in Sakura and Sasuke always looking out the window. Now with Sasuke Retsuden being animated next week on January 8th, I'm not sure what to expect. I'm going to be comparing between the manga and the anime once it drops, but with animation wise, I don't know where they're going to go with that. But the biggest concern to me is emotion. I want to see how the emotions play when they animate everything. Because if you look at the faces and expressions that are shown in the manga, they're actually much more different than what we got in the anime preview. So either they're going to tone them down with the most simplest basic animation, or they might show some good animation here and there. Because Sasuke Retsuden heavily revolves around the emotions. As we've seen the ring scene, we've seen Sasuke's inner thoughts, Sakura's thoughts, and all that stuff. Those are important emotions that go along with the manga. So hopefully they do the anime right. We'll see how it goes when it drops. Anyways, this is it for my chapter 6 review. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos to come.